That's gotta go. That's pathetic. Ramblin' Man Moto and Drone here. Hopefully this GoPro Media Mod will work. And if you have watched any of my other videos, you will see that this bike looks a little different than my usual ride. Now I still have my usual ride, which is an Indian Super Chief Limited that I've done a bunch of work to. But this is a 2022 Indian Springfield that I decided to purchase the day after Christmas. This had been on my list for a while. I've been going back and forth between a Roadmaster, a Springfield, mainly those two. So the reason being, the Super Chief Limited has soft bags for storage with no locks. And increasingly I have found myself wanting to take maybe longer trips, or even when I'm in at a restaurant or something, and I really wanted locking hard bags. The leather gets wet in the rain, but they don't lock, and they don't lock. These have hard saddle bags that lock. And when I ride the Super Chief Limited on the highway, like 70 and above, it gets blown around pretty much by the wind and big trucks. This Super Chief Limited weighs more. I don't remember the exact metrics, but I think it was about 80 pounds more. So I'm hoping that'll help make it a little more stable. Now, this bike, I've been procrastinating on it, and really right now I wasn't going to spend any money. But this one came up and I said, oh, that seems like a good deal to me. Why did I go after this one? I found this on Facebook Marketplace, but I also found it on the seller's website directly. And there's a 2022 that has about 1,400 miles on it. I did ask the dealer. It was a non-Indian dealer, so it was a car dealership that sold more, seemed upscale used cars. And they told me that a fellow had traded it in because he's 70 years old and his wife kind of felt like it was time for him to stop, and he had just bought the bike this year, which I had documented. And the other thing was, and he showed me pictures of the guy with the bike. He traded it in to buy a Porsche. They showed me pictures of him with the Porsche. Now I get they could fake some of this stuff, but you know, some of it you're judging character. But you figure an Indian with 1,400 miles on it, older rider, how much could have gone wrong with it? So I checked it out, and what was interesting about this one to me was it had the backrest, the sissy bar backrest, which costs money. It had the Indian, I guess it's vinyl, but it might be leather, bag on the rear. When you open these locking cases, there are two of the Indian bags on the inside. And I think there was one other thing. And if you add all that together, those things cost $1,000. And so that was nice. They were asking $17,900, I think it was. And when I looked on like Cycle Trader for this model year, there was one bike almost the same price, and then the others were all over 20. Some with more miles, some with less, but not with all those accessories necessarily. Don't you love it when somebody pulls out in front of you and then proceeds to not go the speed limit? Like, why was there such a rush to get in front of me only to go 35 and a 45? The other thing that kind of put me over the top was the gentleman had bought the Indian extended warranty, or as they call it, the extended service contract. It was still under the manufacturer's warranty until I think May of 2022, Yeah. And he bought the extended service contract to May 2030. And I verified that. And even though you can cancel it and get a pro rata refund, this guy told him it's fine to let him transfer it, from what I understand. So I checked with Polaris before I bought it and confirmed that. So I transferred it over. My local dealer charged me $100 for the transfer, and I think that was a pure money grab, because Polaris told me that they can't do it any longer over the phone, but that when they did, they never charged for it. And I didn't want to push too hard, because, you know, the dealer wanted me to drive up there. It's a 90-minute round trip, and I'm like, why do I need to drive up there to do this? I can email you bill of sale. Now he's getting up the road. Bill of sale. So I'm not usually one that buys extended warranties, but it doesn't hurt. And as you guys know, on the motorcycles, there's no mileage on these things, on the warranties like that. It's just years. And you know, my Super Chief Limited, I've put about 15,000 miles on it. My Scout quickly had about 5,000 miles on it. I really like the old school look of this bike, and I'm going to see if I can step off and take some pictures in a second and show you around the bike. See if I can pull in here. So I'm having to learn the clutch on this bike, and I haven't made any adjustments to it. I have ordered some things that were on my Super Chief. I'm hoping to not do too much change to this bike. Well, the main change I'm not sure I'm going to do are the pipes. One, they were a really challenge for me to do. Here's the bike, by the way. They were a challenge for me to do, and I can pay somebody to do it, but they're really loud. And sometimes I love that, and other times I don't. So this is the bike here, the Indian Springfield. It's a 111. I think my Super Chief Limited is a 116. So a little different on that score. These are the locking saddlebags I told you about. You unlock them here. You unlock them there and then open them here. And these are the bags I was talking about. They open up there, but these bags you have to buy from Indian. You don't have to use them, but I kind of like them. If you're staying somewhere, you could just use this like luggage and take it in, close the bag. One of the things I think is cool is Indian, kind of, to me, this looks like kind of an arrowhead. And you could argue maybe this is too, with this look. This is your gas cap to fill it. This is decorative, non-operative. Pulled back handlebars. I really love the look of this headlamp area. It comes with driving lights. These are not LED, they're halogen. And I'm not sure what the options are to change that to LED. And I really like the look of this big fender. This look is kind of the main reason I bought this bike. This lights up. That's their Indian head. The going around, this was the other bag I was talking about. So Indian, you have to buy this separately. You buy this separately. This comes stock. And so you have to pay for this and this. And then, you know, it comes with this luggage rack. And he put this bag, he paid for that. This also has an arrowhead look to it. Dual pipes. This is the same on this side. On this side they have a charging port that's in there in the back left. You'll notice it comes with the footboards, but also for the passenger. One of my goals is to occasionally start carrying a passenger as I get more experience. And comes with crash bars for the front and the rear, so that will protect the bags back here if it falls. This is from the original dealer. I'm gonna switch that out. I've never liked car dealers. I've always, now when I buy cars, I always tell them I don't want any stickers on the car promoting your dealership unless you're going to pay me for the advertisement. So I never, it's just a pet peeve of mine. And then they put this is their way around it. And on my Super Chief, I bought a copper coin, Indian head coin, that fit perfectly in that spot, and put some silicone on it, and that's what I'm going to do with that. I am going to change that out. I get a lot of compliments on that coin and the way it looks. Now, what doesn't this bike have that the Super Chief Limited? There's no digital display except for what's available through here. No GPS, no music, no phone. There's a miles per hour. There is a tire pressure monitoring system that is not on the Super Chief Limited, but I tend to use the Fobo Bluetooth caps that you tie on, and you can check the tire pressure on your phone and it gives you a signal. Really love those. I did have to put air in the tires, but everything else seemed to be in working order. The dealer was able to confirm for me the prior owner did do the 500-mile service, and so that's been done. With the promotion they have, I hope I can take a photograph of it hitting 1,901 miles, and they have a promo where you turn that in for some swag. I think they give you a $25 coupon, I think like a beer mug, and then there's something else. I don't know if it's a t-shirt or something. And that's it. This wasn't my first color choice. Some people love this, and I knew I didn't want all black. I was looking at a red one or a blue one. The problem was they all had like 18 to 25,000 miles. They were older, out of warranty. I like this color, don't get me wrong, but I really like blue and the red. But I'm glad it's not all black. I just didn't want all black. Now, the other thing I didn't think about when we picked this bike up, I have a wheel dock, the wheel chuck from Wheel Dock, and I had that in my Super Chief Limited. I got in touch with Wheel Dock to make sure this tire and this bike would fit, because they sell different sizes, and I had bought it originally for my Scout, and then I did it for this bike, for my Super Chief Limited, and I had to buy a spacer kit because the tire changed when I went from spoke to the alloy. So we confirmed it would fit in their wheel dock with no problem. Now, what I didn't think about until I got down there and loaded it, I had bought their kit to install it onto my trailer, a bracket, so you can drop the wheel dock on your trailer, load it up and go. Well, I put that wheel dock pretty much all the way to the, I guess you'd call it the front, closest to the truck. So when we loaded this truck into the trailer, the dock was fine, but that tire came within a hair of rubbing the steel metal gate around the trailer. It doesn't look like it scratched it at all, but I tell you, man, every bump going down the highway, I was a nervous wreck, and I'm still a novice at strapping this thing in. But I feel like I've gotten it down pretty good now between the Super Chief and the Scout and this. I'm getting there where I'm more comfortable, that I know how to do that. But still, it was bouncing because of the shocks. And some people strap these bikes down so the shocks can't move. Others say that's not good. The Wheel Dock company specifically has a video where they strap it around the seat forward, and they want the shocks to work. Some people feel like that comes loose. We checked it twice on the way home, and then when we got home, the right one was loose. The left one was super tight. So that was a little concerning that it came loose. Maybe I strapped it wrong. I'm on the fence about whether I'm going to sell my Super Chief. Never know. Somebody in the family has said they might be interested in learning. I know at least one of my viewers is going to say, never let a young person ride a motorcycle. And I'm a little in that camp as well. I've put a lot of work into that bike. And, you know, I might just keep it. Just for sentimental value. And it's a little more nimble around town. This is going to be a heavier bike, so I may not always want to ride this one. Some of the things I've ordered, I have ordered the louder horn that I installed on the Super Chief. I'm not sure how that's going to install here. I see the horn there. I have ordered different floorboards because that's a simple, quick upgrade and it looks better. I've got to figure out how to mount the GPS on the handlebar in case I ever need that. I'm kicking around the heated gear, running that under the seat as I've done on the Super Chief. You can run the heated gear through here as an option, but then you got the cable all up here. This is a battery tender to charge the bike. One thing is really cool, this lights up red at night. Some people said they find it hard to see at night. We'll see. I like the red color. It's been raining like crazy here. So I haven't been out at night. In fact, this was my first time doing a ride on it. I guess that's it. I'm gonna get a custom tag on it. Oh, I'm gonna order the brake system that flashes in a pulse. They also make this thing that can, if you buy some red lights, they not only will flash the center brake, you can convert these to also flash for a brake, but you got to buy some red lights because by law, brake lights can't be any other color. I might order those decorative gas caps from Motordog that I like so much, because that's a simple upgrade. Oh, I've ordered Pinnacle mirrors because I feel like I see better with them. Oh, another thing. It came with a windshield. Now, the windshield, prior owner claims that it came with the bike stock. It looked like a Freedom Shield to me. I took the windshield off because it's taller. And I also think that's another reason I think it's a Freedom Shield. The seller looked to be taller than me. And it's really dark. Like, I wouldn't want to ride at night with that on. I'm not sure if I'm even going to often use a windshield. I've gotten to the point I really like it without it. And it creates a lot of wind buffeting with it on, unless you get the height right. I might switch these out for LED. I gotta research that. I'm gonna see how this factory seat does for me. On my Scout and on my Super Chief, I've gone Corbin because it was so uncomfortable after a while. That looks fine. I think it's kind of a cheap leather. And because I bought this for longer rides, I'll see how it does. I think that's it, guys. Pretty excited about it. I'll be doing some changes to it. I might record them. I don't know. And one other thing I think I might order is a flag for the back. Just seems like the right touch. To have a flag. I have one on my Super Chief. I actually would like 2 flags. The bag here kind of gets in the way a little bit. I guess you could push that in, but then you're eating into the bag capacity. But I think I'm going to put 2 flags here. Maybe. I might just do one centered. So that's it on the bike. I appreciate you watching.